What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We're going to talk November bass fishing. I know I'm a couple days early, but let's do it anyways. Get you ready for November. It's actually my personal favorite month of the year to fish. It's where I've got my biggest smallmouth, a lot of nice smallmouth, a lot of nice largemouth too. So let's talk about my favorite baits for November. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. I do a lot of videos focused on tackle and gear, and once a month I do my favorite baits for the month. That's what we're doing right now, November. Again, like I said at the beginning, this is easily one of my favorite months. I've caught all these fish during November. These are some of the biggest smallmouth I've ever caught, and they all came in November, so that's why the month is so special to me. Now, November really varies on where you live and how cold it is. You know, I actually just wrote an article earlier today with a pro about his favorite baits for November, and I really had to preface that to say, let's try to keep it general, but it's really hard to do because where I used to live in Washington State, November, it is freezing. So there, it is completely different than where I live now in Texas, where it's still hot. You know, it's 90 degrees the other day, so it's a very big difference depending on where you live. The biggest thing I always keep in mind is bait fish, whether that's shad down here or perch or kokanee in the Northwest. I mean, that's forage is everything. I mean, it really always is, no matter what time you're talking about. But the big key right now is trying to imitate that forage. So we'll jump into some of the baits that have been working for me in the last couple weeks that will continue to work for me through November, and stuff that I've historically caught fish on. Now we'll start if you're somewhere that's really cold. You have to have these two baits. And it doesn't have to be these brands or anything like that, but this style of bait. We got a blade bait. This is one that I made myself, and I've caught a lot of really big smallmouth on it. Same with a tail spinner. Now this is a Jackall Dare Coop, but there's a lot of good ones out there. With these, you're just lifting it and dropping off the bottom. It's great when the water is in the 40s and it catches big fish. I have caught many big fish on both of these. So if you're somewhere that's cold, gotta have a tail spinner and a blade bait. Now another good option, really everywhere, is a jerk bait. We got the Megabass Vision 110 Junior +1 and the Trick Darter. These are both very good jerk baits. These are shad colors and a little bit smaller because that's what the fish are eating here. If you live somewhere where there's not shad or it's a little bit colder, I'd go up a size and try to imitate perch or bluegill or something else, but you can't beat a jerk bait this time of year. Next we got a spinner bait. I think I put this in the October video, and I'm still throwing it, still catching fish on it. Just caught some on it the other day, and that's gonna continue through November. It's a shad color bait. I did have a trailer on there. I had a Z-Man goats, but you can put whatever you want on there. Next up, we got more shad stuff. We got the chatterbait. This is the jackhammer, of course. And if you can find it, the grass piece, I've been catching fish on this as well. Just a fluke like that is the best trailer that I found for this. It's a really good bait, again, for imitating bait fish. But if you don't have a lot of shad in your area, like where I lived in Washington State, there was no shad. Just throw a green pumpkin, get shallow. Any remaining grass that's around there, you will catch fish. Even if the water is freezing, you know, 50 degrees or less, they will still eat a chatterbait, and they're gonna be big ones if they're up there eating in shallow water. And last one, you're probably tired of hearing about the jighead minnow, of course the Sakamata shad. I've been having a lot of success on the Do Live stick. This is the fat version. You know, they have a whole bunch of different ones, the skinny version, the fat version. Caught some really nice smallmouth on this one last November, and I'm catching a lot of largemouth on it right now. I like the fat version on just a regular jig head. When you cast it out there, it kind of spirals down. It's really unique bait. I've done a video on that. Really like it, and I'm picking it back up and catching fish recently, and I'm gonna continue to do it all fall. So what do you think of these baits? Did I miss any? I try to keep it basic and general, but these are some of the best baits that have been working for me lately, just leading into November, and I'm gonna keep fishing them, and they're baits that I've used for the last couple Novembers. So thanks for watching. Again, let me know what baits I'm missing for the month of November.